here's the last look at the bathroom before I start painting. And you can tell we opened up, or we turned on our kerosene heater in here in case it smoked, and obviously it did. You can see the outline where everything was that was in here. And Dave is over here taking off a handrail off the wall that our son made out of wrought iron. So he's getting that ready to go. And I've got everything off the wall, but I've got the outlets off, or the outlets off. I have one more to get yet. And I forgot that, so I need to get that put away. And that put away. And that put away. And Dave got that off the wall. Thank you, dear. Oh, hello. Oh, dear. That's not a good picture.
The regular, yeah.
2.5 hours later. This is not done yet. But looks like I have different colors of walls, but it's just because of the lights up there. But it's funny, you can still see faint outlines of the lighthouses. I did paint white over, that was Dave's idea, to paint white over top, but it is coming through, so it is going to take a couple of coats. But there it is so far. I like it so far. There it is. We will spare you the view of me in the mirror, because that's just ugliness. There's my mess. So I am going to show you the finished product of our bathroom. I'm just really excited how it turned out. So that's actually a puzzle up top there. It's a beach scene. And we painted this white instead of blue. So I hung all the pictures back in the same place, but it just looks so much more open and bright now that the dark blue bottom is gone. And it's looking a little gray in the picture, but it's not. It's actually kind of a medium to light blue. So I'm just really, really happy how it turned out. Let me stand back out here so you can see it. There you can kind of get an overall view. So, yes, I am very happy with how it turned out. Well, a little excitement today. I went to the doctor. I'm not sick, but if you look at my ankles, they're slightly swollen, and they've been that way for a couple of days, and my legs looked a little red down here, so I got a little concerned about a blood clot or like cellulitis or something vascular going on, because I do have Raynaud's syndrome, which means my capillaries in my toes and my fingertips like spasm shut and don't circulate well, so I got a little concerned, but everything seems to be okay. And there's the cricket. Here she comes. She's headed to her bed, and if she doesn't get moving, if she can't get to her bed, she shoves my rolling cart out of the way so she can get there. Anyway, it turns out that they don't think it's cellulitis. They don't think there's an infection or anything like that. I do have to go for an ultrasound today on my legs. So I guess we'll rule out that my legs are having a baby. But anyway, we're having an ultrasound. And there she goes out the other side. And yeah, just to make sure there's no blood clot or anything. The doctor said she doesn't think so. She thinks it's just from me being telecommuting, not being on my feet as much as I normally am. But you can see my ankles. They're not huge, but for me, my ankles aren't normally swollen. So anyway, we're going to go get those checked out. She doesn't think it's anything serious. But still, that was my adventure today. And the doctor's offices were absolutely empty because they don't want anybody in there unless they're being seen for some other reason. If they have the suspected virus, they have to go to the regular hospital for testing and stuff. So anyway, it should be interesting this evening. So that's this evening's plan. Somebody is caught. If you look, there she is. That's where Dave sits, and he tends to drop crumbs. Look at this. She's over there trying to find anything that might have dropped. She's checked out the chair. She's looking at his cart, because he has a cart just like mine for computers. Oh, Cricket. Oh, busted. I see you. She's like, oh dear. Yeah. So we don't normally have a TV table right in the middle of the living room, but we've been playing that game again, Rummy Tiles, and if Dave sits on the sofa over here, and I'm sitting on the love seat, and we play it on the ottoman, there's nowhere for him to put his drink or his little tiles, so that little stand right there is what you put the tiles on, and mine's actually sitting over by my feet here. So anyway, that's why there's a table in the middle of the room. Well, I did a little shopping with the Lion Brand sale. Oh well, no, Dave gave me some money for Mother's Day, and so I did a little, just a little shopping. They had the Wool Ease hand dyed yarn on sale for 4 for $10. No, 3 for $10. 3 for $10. And so I bought 9. Oh, the glare is really bad. So I bought 9 different skeins of yarn. Yeah. So it's been a busy week between work and over here. I have a pile of some things I'm working on, and I have a whole bunch of finished objects. One of which is right here. Sorry, the clock was going off. I always pick up to film when my clock is going off. Anyway, yeah, Yarn Infinity Scarf is finished. So, yeah, stay tuned on Saturday to see all of the things that I finished. And, yeah. Oh, and good news with my legs. My report came back, and I do not have a blood clot or anything in my legs. They think it is just from me telecommuting, so I am sitting in front of a computer. Like, I'm doing too much sitting because of working from home. So, I've spent the last 2 days with my feet up and making sure I walk a little bit more, you know, every so often, and it seems to be helping. And I have these compression boot things that I put on, and so I'm noticing the swelling's definitely going down, so that's good news. So anyway, make sure you stay tuned on Saturday to see what I got finished and to see who wins the giveaway.